thankfully, we've never really gone to court for it. It's always something they just let you out after a few hours. But usually the commercial aspect of the street will stop it. I mean, we went busking on Christmas Eve and we got moved on several times because when if you're doing it well, a small crowd gathers. And then what happens, and the police are right in what in assuming it, because then what happens is then this kind of micro economy starts, which is all the pickpockets move in, and as a busker you begin to recognise the pickpockets, and you recognise the girls, the call girls who are, you recognise certain people, because the thing with the street is if you stand still on any street for long enough in any city in the world, you'll see the whole city. They'll all pass. And so if you stand on the most commercial street in any city in the world, you get to know it pretty fast. You begin to see the patterns pretty quickly. So we understood who the drug squad were. We knew what they looked like. We knew how they were, how sketchy they looked. We knew who the junkies were. We knew who the pickpockets were. We knew who the shoplifters were, the ones who were, would go into the shop and we'd see them scoping the place out and come out. And so you actually become kind of a valuable part of the street. And also, people would leave their children with you. I'm just going into the shop here and park a pram next to you because you're like a piece of the furniture on the street. You become this person that people kind of trust. So where the Hare Krishnas would come along and leave all of their books with you and all their sweets and say, and then they'd go off and do their Hari Nam up and down the street and sell their books, but you're their kind of station of stillness. So in that way, you can see how, in the eyes of the police and the commercial aspect, you were kind of just a nuisance. You're just blocking the way of their commerce and blocking the flow of the traffic on the street. Because when you build a crowd up, then the street, it means that people can't really move.